Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and welcome to PGA Tour 2K21. We're going to be doing a PGA Tour career on here. And before we jump in, this new title from 2K Sports that just released today, or at least overnight, background on what I'm entering into this one with. I do have a history of golf games dating back to the mid-late 90s with early Tiger Woods releases from EA Sports, I think it was at the time. Went through 2 or 3 editions of that into the early 2000s, and then stepped away, had an adult life, spent time in the Army, went to college, didn't get much time other than outside on the actual links. Then I got an opportunity, I'd say about 8 years ago. Played WGT golf for a while, but then that's been it since. Long story short, as a player myself, it's Tiger Woods' era. So as a fan, it was through his era. When he had his, let's say, falling out with his wife at his vehicle on the road, my interest in the sport faded a bit at that time. And it kind of came back when he made his resurgence, and I've kept an eye out on him. But otherwise, I am less familiar with the sport now than I have been for a long time. But more than that, as a player, I never went out by myself. I was never a player to go alone and get on the course. Wasn't that passionate about it, but was passionate enough to go when the opportunity arose, to go with friends, to go with roommates, to, more importantly, go with family, especially with my dad. But as he got older, as he retired, had some health problems, he couldn't make it out on the links any longer. My interest really faded. And my wife, she went out a few times. It wasn't something that she got into either. And so my clubs have sat. I'm stepping back into this like an amateur, and we're going to start this pro career like an amateur. And by the way, this pro career is going to be on pro difficulty. So challenge up, challenge on, let's get to it. All right, so you can see there are 4 levels here from the full PGA Tour down through the Korn Ferry Championship and lower tour. But we start with the Korn Ferry Tour Q School right from the very, very beginning. Join a field of aspiring amateur players set to compete at the final stage of the Korn Ferry Tour qualifying tournament in hopes of securing Korn Ferry Tour status. Objectives: finish the season in the top 50 points rankings. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be at TPC, Louisiana, 18 holes. Field size, there are 156 in the field. 550 points on offer for the event. It's our first one, folks. It could be a struggle. I don't think it'll be awful by any means, but we have base equipment, even the clothing, very limited. And yes, I do have a female character. I think it's much easier on the eyes than staring at my mug every day. So we're going to head out there, and I am a lefty, so she is a lefty. And let's get to it.
2K Sports and the Korn Ferry Tour are proud to bring you this year's Q School Final. It's time to get underway, so let's get into the coverage of this exciting event. Luke Elvey here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, what's it like to compete in this nerve-wracking affair?
Luke, all the players in this field want one thing and one thing only, and that is their Korn Ferry Tour card. It's a massive accomplishment. Let's see how this all shakes out. The top 50 on the leaderboard today will get their card.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today.
All right, so as we set off on this one, a few notes. First off, we will have a lot of editing to bring down the time, setting up shots and whatnot. So we will cut it down, so you'll get largely kind of a shot view of things, shot by shot. Also, if you like what you see here and you want to see more of this, this could be a very, very long play series. I do mostly sports games on the channel. I do maintain a number of active series at once. The primary one on the channel right now is Pro Cycling Manager. I do have a background in sports and otherwise. I was an educator for 10 years and have been coaching for 15. Coach volleyball, basketball, track. I've also coached a lot of soccer, football. Have not coached golf. But if you like this, do be sure to hit that like button, as it will give this series that chance to blossom and grow and stay active, and we can watch that rise from this qualifying series, this Q series, all the way up into the Pro Tour. All right, so we're with our driver. Looks like we are all set for our first shot. I do have a gamepad, so we are using the joysticks for this one. And all I have done is go through the tutorials when the game first launches the first time. So that's the only experience I have at this point. Now we're doing it for real. Let's see if we can get our first shot down the fairway. Alright, relatively straight, but it's gonna miss that fairway. In fact, it pulled a lot more than I expected it to. Get a nice little extra boost to the distance though by hitting that cart path, but that's gonna be rough. Boy, that was fairly straight too.
This lie's pretty deep here.
That really goes to show the the difficulty. Very little forgiveness out there, but B, the clubs that I'm working with, you improve quality over time, and I could be in for a world of hurt here. All right. We'll give this a shot. I'm worried again about the accuracy piece. If I hit that tree, we're in big trouble. Heavy rough here. Difficult second shot. What a way to start the career, huh? Oh, and we nailed it. It comes up way short, but we got it out and into the bunker, but we're out of the trees.
Had a chance to hit the green,
It's at least in play.
Trying to draw
I'll take
that
it.
one in
I'll
there,
take it.
but not committing to it, leaving it out.
Still have a chance to at least salvage a par on this opening shot, but it's going to take at least 2 good shots from here to make that happen. Looking at 30 yards of carry on the splash, which is going to drop. The lie is fairly flat, so I think I'm okay to try to drop it straight in there. A little fast. Got a little roll. That's a good shot. Okay.
That's on the green, but still a fair way away from the flag. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
Straight in. Okay. Here we go.
It's half a chance of being holed.
I pulled it.
It was on a good line. This next putt is for bogey.
A little hard,
And
but
the
we
putt
got it.
drops, and we're moving on.
All right, first hole starts with a really bad shot.
Well, that's disappointing,
We
Rich.
almost
Getting
recovered
on
to
the
save
way over
par, but I
But
do
if you look how they
lose
played the hole,
one
it
stroke.
was disastrous. Lucky to walk away with a bogey.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
On to the second, par 5. Let's see if we can get a little better off the tee this time. Much straighter.
That's
A
heading
little
for the
fast.
fairway.
Pulled it just a little, but we might be on the edge here, on the fringe possibly. No, it's going to stay. It's going to stay on. All right.
Second shot
Got our
on the
first
second.
fairway nail. I'm going to take what they give me here because there could be plenty of roll. And with a little hill there in the center, if I can nail this right, and I do seem to pull to the right just a little bit, I do hook it. So if I hook it, I'm putting it towards the flag anyway. If I don't hook it, the little hill will push it towards the flag. At least that's the theory. And then
This one looks to be a tad
I make
wayward.
it fade this time. Oof, out of the sand at least.
John's down on the course.
Pitch that. It's going to run a bit. Oh, just hit the front. Otherwise, it would have definitely run further. We are on the green, though.
With a very long putt.
Bottom right corner does indicate that I only have 2 left, which is really sad that they made me waste it on the first hole. This is a much better chance to try to use that to get close. So we have 45 feet. It's not running too far, but I'm going to pull left just a little bit. And here we go. Oh, too short, too short.
Not
And
sure how that putt came up shy. 9 feet
exactly
to the cup.
All right, we're going to aim for the right edge of the cup, but it's not going to run far. Oh, that middle's going to run a little bit. We're going to go just outside the cup. Try to push it in. For
Good
par.
stroke.
Oh,
Just missed.
not enough.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Those are the kind of putts the best in the world make with monotonous regularity. Oh dear, this next putt now for double bogey. And after that hole,
was worse
this
than
is
the
how
first
the
hole.
leaderboard looks right now.
So we million putt our way to 85th place in the standings.
Par 3s are always fun. See if you
Lot of
can
work
knock
to
it
do.
close.
Hopefully that double bogey in the last isn't scarring them for life.
Going with the
Pretty
5-wood.
good one. Mostly straight on. That bounce, it's going to keep me left, but it's playable. It's much
fair
better
to
than
say
our first
that
couple of
approach
holes.
didn't hit the mark.
It's going to run left to right a little bit, so we're going to aim just a hair left. It ran
An opportunity to make
quite
that
as far as I
par.
wanted it to run. 11-foot par shot. It's going to go left to right. And our recent transaction with putting on a slightly slanted hill indicated that I needed to go more. So we're going to go more this time.
It's got a chance.
It's got a chance, and
And
we
in
got
it
our
goes
first
for the
par.
par.
There it
It was
is.
nice to see that
Not
go
the
in,
easiest
because
putt
it has
either.
been pretty-
It's a pretty good one. That is a
Good
very
drive.
good one.
That one should find the fairway.
And lucky too, because it was not straight on. Right, and here we go.
Going with the hybrid.
Looks pretty good. See how far it runs though. We land just on the front of the green, and it runs right up towards the pin. 5-inch incline as well. All right, well, let's give it a shot here. It didn't break
Okay,
left.
Steady now.
This will be a
And
tap
they'll
in.
walk away with a
I
par
did
on
pull
this
that a
one.
little to the right as well. Back-to-back pars. Came close to our first birdie. Major
Trailing by
improvement
7
from the
after
opening
that hole.
holes.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff.
Not what I intended to do, but it worked out. We swung both ways. So we
Second
hooked
shot
it
here on
and
the fifth.
faded it. Lucked out. Looks good. Off the club. Is it long enough? It is. Oh, but it bounces to the right.
That
Hits
was
the
never
fringe.
really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Straight on looks like a decent option here. Pulled a little bit, but that'll be an easy putt from
Well, that's
there.
very crafty, isn't it?
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
If she makes this, it'll be a good par.
Chance for 3 straight pars. Short one. 4 feet. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Well
ooh.
hold. Let's move on.
Run the cup, but we nail it. All right,
Our current
coming
leader
along,
is
coming along.
enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Ouch.
Uh-oh.
That's the awful S word. Shank that one.
No, oh.
Splash. Looks to be going with a hybrid here.
Oh, no, no. Come on.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Straight into the water.
Oh, man.
This is their 5th shot. Going with the 6-iron here. This one looks like it's going right.
All right, we're on, but we are in a world of hurt here.
That's a smart
3
option.
straight
Back
pars
into the
are
fairway.
already gone.
From around
We're already shooting our
120
6th.
yards here. Going with the pitching wedge here.
Pretty poor shot, but again, a little luck with the hook and fade. She's on.
Well, she should be happy with that. Anywhere on the green was a good shot. This putt coming up is for triple bogey.
All right, it's definitely going to break right to left, but it's going to start to come back a little bit on us. But I think the right to left is going to be a lot more extreme. Ooh, way short, way short. It's actually a good looking putt.
And that putt just was never hit hard enough.
Well, I think they fell in love with the line, forgot about the pace.
Remember,
It's clear what I
putting's
need
a
to work on
finesse
most.
game. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Very clear what I need to work
And
on
there
most.
it is.
I'm pulling a lot of shots to the right. That was a
Moving
+5
down the leaderboard
on that
after
hole.
that hole.
Now we've got to overcome it.
Oh, that looked like a bit of an ugly swing there.
Straight. Straight as an arrow, but not in the direction we needed it to be.
John, you're down
Played to
there.
a bit of fade.
How's this ball lying?
Not a bad lie here, other than
they're
that
gonna need to be careful
we're in
getting
some
out of this
heavy
one.
rough.
It is deep, deep into this rough.
This is a par 5. As long as we can hit this one straight on, we'll be in good shape. Get over that bunker. There you go. Get back on that fairway. All right, we're okay. We're okay.
Pretty good shot there.
I ended
Going
up
with the
hitting it a
7.
little hard, pulled it just a little bit, but
This
we
one
should be
needs to kick
okay
left.
unless it goes off the back. It's going to roll a lot. I think we're looking at a par. Just trying to recover with par here. It's going to roll quite a bit. Here we go.
Go in.
Still not quite enough on it.
right by
It was
the
so
hole.
close. I even
And
pulled it
that
a
should
little bit,
secure
which
the
is
par.
something
Well
I've been
done.
doing. Just a hair left.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Par. Better.
Sitting at
Got it
8
right
over
4
par for the
times.
day.
Mostly right 5 times. Ooh. Yikes. I freaked out because I was off on the backswing.
Got caught up in a few of the branches.
I was off on the backswing, so I freaked out on the front
That's really
swing.
not what they were looking for.
This
Really
lie's not
pushed that
great.
one. Take into account the lie on pro difficulty. Let's see if that was a wise move or not.
Going with
shot.
the 8-iron here.
Good shot. And look at that. We still land right on the front end. We almost missed the green. Bit left. That was a good one. That was a good
Really
one.
good
And
shot.
she drops. First birdie.
Well, that was a positive hole. A little
Get wet here.
opting for the 5-wood.
Looks good. Looks good. Lands on. We're going to hit that little hill, but I don't think we have enough momentum left. No. We're on. We're on. Circle. 3-foot circle. Wow, it still broke way more. But that's 3-foot circle. Close enough anyway. 4 or
Steady
5
on.
foot. Go for the edge of the cup. I tend to pull right anyway.
And
Got
down
it.
she goes.
Right down the middle. And see. Oh my goodness.
Shakes a lot. That's awful. That's
Boom!
straight into the trees.
Just might. It's going to come up short. The rough isn't that bad, 60%.
Opting for the hybrid, I think.
Well, it's in play.
Not really what they were hoping for there.
That's a
I
bad
pulled
error to
it
make
to the
there.
right, though.
That's headed right.
Club up a little more. Try to get it on there. Okay. It's running right to left. My lie is right to left. There you go. There you go.
Ooh, almost
Almost
went down.
sunk it. 4 bogey. Oh man, and this is gonna be, I think, more than just the edge of the cup. 7 feet. So it's running further. Also, it's running a little fast. I'm even gonna take a little more.
Looks good off the blade.
Still not
Oh,
enough.
so close.
I actually hit it pretty straight
Well,
that
that's
time.
disappointing. This putt's for double. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
Not a good way to start the back 9. Get away from that sand a little bit.
This looks to be
Pretty
a fairway
good.
seeker to me.
Pretty good. Right down the middle.
Interesting choice of the driver here.
Missed the tree. Still came up short, but look at that. We're in play.
Oh, absolutely flushed.
Looks like I've got strategy down
And
a
here
little
we are
bit
with the
better
third shot.
than I do the skill side of things. But let's be honest here. How many of us want to see somebody go straight away and beat the pros? And how many of us want to actually see growth and development? I prefer the later. If you prefer the later, this is probably the right series for you. I'm certainly not incapable as a player. I just making far too many skill mistakes at this point. Okay, this is going to run right to left when it lands. We are on a pitch, so it's not going to run far. Pretty solid shot.
Well, to be honest, those are the putts you have to make at this level of competition.
I
Ooh,
thought
this
for
would be a
sure
good
that
one to
that was
make.
an easy
It's for
one.
par.
And then I saw what I did with the stick. Didn't feel that bad, but it clearly looked that bad. It was a gimme. Nothing's a gimme on the putting
And
green
down
for
it
me,
goes.
though, is
Let's
it?
head to the next.
By far, the most strokes I have lost
current
have
leader is
been
enjoying
on
a
the
one-shot
green. I've
lead.
made some other mistakes out there, especially with the driver. Right to left a little bit. So, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I pulled it, though. It's not fading back out. Oh, no,
This
another
one
tree.
is heading to a really not so good space.
Getting ready to play their third.
First part of that shot looked good. I could tell already that when you have deep stuff and you try to already third shot
Going with the hybrid.
right on through.
Right
Into
up
the
in the
beach.
canopy of the trees.
I played up 2 clubs and
Time
still
to play
got
for the
nowhere
bunker.
with that one. Not even close. On the edge. Will it roll on? It does. We are in trouble yet again.
Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Looks like they just forgot to hit it, Rich.
Sometimes when you try and get it up the hill, you just forget to hit it sometimes, and it seems so in this case.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a triple bogey attempt here. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
It's a whole lot of fade for a shot that was hit straight. It's going to bounce into that
That's not the
beach.
shot they wanted. Oh my, that's a dreadful lie. Can she get out of here?
I'm not seeing a whole lot of ball in the sand here, guys. Let's see how they deal with this one.
Heck of a shot. Best one of the round, maybe. Yeah, it rolls a little far. Not quite.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Oh. Hit it, Alice.
5 feet
My
coming
dad
out to the
always
cup.
says. Just a rather sexist comment, if we're being honest. 'Cause
This
he's
one's
always
looking
talking
good.
about himself on that. Oh!
Oh, he's up, Tiger.
I hit it clean. But I'm always
Putting
pulling
for
right,
bogey.
so I'm always assuming.
Ooh, nice line. That's a good putt to hold for a bogey. Sitting at
Somebody
13
needs a lot
over
of
for the
practice
day.
on the greens.
And moving
a lot,
down the
not just
leaderboard
a
as
little,
well.
A lot. 144th out of 156. It ain't pretty, folks. It ain't
It's
pretty.
time to tee off here at the 14th hole. If it's up, it could be in. Oh, lovely roll. And this one will be for bogey. And with
And
that,
that's it.
this
That's
player has
my
finished their
first
Q School
round,
final,
first
but
attempt,
Rich,
plus
unfortunately, they
17.
didn't manage to make it
We
to that
averaged a
all-important
bogey
top 50 and won't be able to
just
advance to
about
the Corn
for
Ferry
the
Tour
day.
next season.
144th out of
However, on their
156.
side
Yeah,
is the
definitely
opportunity
not
to do
a
it all
good
again
start.
next year.
The player's going to have a rough go
But
of
it's
it for another
progress.
year until
We
they
know
can
the
get
biggest
back and
weakness,
hopefully
at
get into the
least
Corn Ferry Tour
12 of
Championships.
those
A fair bit of
strokes
soul searching, I would imagine.
are on the putting green.
There's going to be a
I know
lot
what
of
I need to
searching
work
for,
on.
for your
I know
game.
what club,
a
if
little
I
bit.
have
I mean, you're going to be traveling,
the
living
income
on the
to
road
replace.
full-time.
We know
It's not
exactly where
easy,
that's
nor
going.
fun, but it can,
That's the
and
start.
hopefully will make
Appreciate
this player
that you
better in the
came and watched and joined me for this
Well, on behalf
today.
of myself,
Do
Luke
hit that
Elder,
like button
and
to get
Rich
this
B,
series going
thanks for tuning
and
in.
to
Catch you
support
tomorrow.
that growth. Let's see if we can improve our number of strokes on the green in the future. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.